Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Part 30. Whew, we are getting along here. My second game ever to make it to Part 30, and I am hyped for it. So, I went ahead and just stood around restoring health until almost 11 o'clock, just so you guys didn't have to suffer through waiting through that. And now it's only 5 minutes from 11, so we'll see if they let us in. No. So we'll wait for one more heal, I guess, and then it should be 11 o'clock and we can head on in, Brother Martin. You ready to do this? Xander's ready to go, tussle with some of the women who invited him. Let's do it. Look at this romantic setup.
I see you took us up on our offer. Good. I'm glad to see you. Sydney will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait. Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and place it there on the table?
How about no? I'm afraid not.
What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't be shy. Or are you here for something else?
I'm here for Gogan's ring.
Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it.
You guys want to die,
I should
really?
have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose.
Whoa, wait a second. Whoa!
Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
Oh! Really? You guys would choose death. Very interesting. And what do you mean girls? There's only one of you, right? Oh my god, wait a second. Oh my god. There's so many beautiful women just trying to stab us in the face. Incredible. And there they go. And now they're dead. After entering the farmhouse, I encountered Faustina, who tried to entice me to remove my weapons, armor, and clothing and place them aside. Knowing this was a ruse, I refused. She yelled out, and the rest of the gang entered the room fully armed and ready for battle. I had no choice but to kill them.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away.
Oh, it was a setup by the guard!
Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover.
I was not expecting that.
We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger.
But I'm not married?
You fit the bill perfectly.
But I'm not married.
It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
What about Faustina?
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice.
I did not.
If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities.
Interesting, okay.
You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised.
A mere 100 gold. Oh, 200! Oh, that's much more generous than she made it sound.
Don't spend all the money.
In one place. Ha 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 ha. You're funny. I've never heard that one. Guidon Farm basement. Yeah, let's give it a look. What do we got here? Some loot from other married men. We don't need to sleep tonight. Oh my god, hello. We don't need to sleep tonight. Damn it. Because we're way overslept as is. Yo, we're almost journeyman at security. 3 more level ups. Hey, look at all that. Okay. Heinrich's and Pinnerus's clothes. That's so good. I can't wait to see you tonight. My every day is spent thinking about when we will next be together. Soon we will be married and we can be together forever. Your true love. No. Pinnerus's prized Minotaur horn. I wonder if he wants that back. Whoops, I took a plate. Did not want the plate. There it is. Get rid of that. No, thank you. Ernest's best shirt and fancy pants. Oh my god, this is so funny. This is awesome. The Lusty Argonian Maid! Take that shit! That's the best book in Elder Scrolls right there. I mean, that's a cool book name. I'll have to give that a read later. Maybe I'll read it on camera, maybe not. We'll have to find out. I guess I'll give it a read off camera first and see if it's eligible. You know what I mean? Don't wanna mess up too bad or anything. You know. You understand. All right. Talk to Carehill and Anvil, and then we can head back out, and we can go to Skingrad. We got somewhere new to be. All right. So, on to Skingrad. We're gonna have that whole chunk, that whole expanse between Anvil and Skingrad to hit all kinds of new locations, and I just realized we never went to Dunbarrow Cove. I almost straight up just forgot to go check that out. So let's make sure we don't straight up forget to check that out. It's insane how much restoration we've already done in this game. And the fact that it's only as high as it is. I mean, look, it's in the 30s, right? Yeah, we've been spamming restoration non-stop all game. And it's not even a 40 yet. Nernroot, that was well hidden. Pretty wild, to be honest.
Nord.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
I already saw it, but okay.
It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
This guy's looking everywhere but at us while he's talking. Prophet?
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel.
They're not gonna let me help?
He was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now.
Hey, that was some of the best voice acting I've heard in this game. Nice.
All right.
Oh, he's just Anvil Guard. Now, if they don't have a name, I'm not speech crafting them. I've already been in there, but thank you.
What's this about?
What is it about, really? What is life about, truly, when you think about it? Is it about sweet rolls, or is it about stealing sweet rolls? All kinds of answers. That's the wrong guild. Carehill, we did the thing. With the murder and the kill. And the dead. And the blah. And the blah. Where does she go when this... Okay, I gotta make it our quest. Does she just leave the Mages Guild, or am I just not finding her in her little secret chamber cubby? Because I couldn't find her night one that I was here, either. You were not in this bed, Carehill. This is not where you were last time, but I will talk to you.
So, what of the rogue mage? Has he been found?
He's been dead, and she.
A she, you say? And she's dead? Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done. No more innocent deaths. At least for now. You have done well enough for yourself. I'll pass along my recommendation to Raminus.
Hell yeah!
Though
Two
I
down.
must say, I doubt it will do you much good in the end. You'd be surprised how easily they forget about the little people.
Oh shit, that sounds like it has some story to it. Rumors?
Archmage.
Yeah, we heard that one. Alright.
Good day.
Well, 2 recommendations down. Let our journey to, oh. God, I keep running into walls. May our journey to eventually being admitted into the Arcane University continue. Now let's go to Dunbarrow Cove. It was one of the DLC, correct? This? No? Dunbarrow Cove. Here we go. Let's give it a look. Telemarketer just called. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's go see what this Dunbarrow Cove has for us. I doubt we're going to be there very often. Heavy doubt that we're going to be there very often. But you know what? We'll give it a shot. Because, I mean, it is free from what it sounds like. It sounds like a deed was just given to us, so we might as well check the home out. Can't hurt, right? Or can it? What if there's, like, vampires actively inside? Mudcrab, punch. That's how I punch. Very good. Restoration 39. One step at a time. We're getting there. The day we hit Journeyman Restoration will be quite the day. Also, once we get our endurance, I was thinking about this, once we get our endurance to 100, maybe we should start focusing on magic a little bit. Oh, whoa. It would appear that there is a cave that leads under Castle Anvil. The rumors indicate that Dunbarrow Cove may be located under the castle itself. I should head into the cave. Oh. Really? Okay, this is Dunbarrow Cove. There is a cave right there. How do they not know about that? Yeah, there's nothing here. It's just there. Okay, not what I expected. More Nern Root. I wonder how much we're going to have when we finally get to Skimgrad next. Man, I would have been upset if I had forgotten to check this out, I'm going to be honest. That's a lot of backtracking for someone who doesn't fast travel for the sake of immersion. Smuggler's Cove. Cave? Cove? Cave. Cove. One of those. What? Martin, is it you who sees me? Not really the same when it's you. Another Nern Root. Damn. Drippy drippy. Nothing valuable in here, it looks like. Okay. I thought that root was like a monster. I was like, whoa! The Locked Room. Oh, that is a great book. I remember this book. Legit, I haven't played this game in 15 years, and I still remember The Locked Room. What a cool Elder Scrolls book. I'm telling you, like, I would not be surprised if during my Skyrim VR walkthrough, I read every book in that game. Just collected a library of books and just had, like, episodes, just, yeah. What is happening here? Hello? Dunbarrow Cove? I don't understand. Are we supposed to get a key from one of these things? We need a key we don't have. I don't get it. Is there a key missing in here? A key I'm not finding? Followers of the Grey Fox. I mean, I'll give it a look real quick. No? God, I forgot that existed, but as soon as I saw the title of the book, I was like, wait a second. I know that book. I'm sorry, but I am super confused by this. I'm so fucking stupid. Oh, I'm facepalming so hard right now. How did I not go this way? What, what is wrong with me? Steel Cutlass. Dunbarrow Cove. Okay, we made it. I followed the rumors and found Dunbarrow Cove and the remains of the Black Flag. However, the caverns are overrun by the skeletons of the pirates who perished here. I'll have to put them all to rest before I can begin to refit the cove. Yo, this is kind of cool. What? Yo, it's like a whole ship house underground. Man, I wish this wasn't such a bitch to get to, because I kind of do want to live here. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah! Ooh.
Red Saber Skeleton. Let's see it. I'm ready. Martin, did you just hit me? Is he going through my block? There we go. There we go.
Ooh.
They attack pretty quick. There we go. Got the block. Okay. And just a fine steel cutlass. No big deal. Martin? Did Martin fall? I don't know where Martin went. That's alright. That means more training for us. Ooh, the stagger hit. Not messing around. Ooh. Come on now. Let's see it. Let's see it. Boom. This is great block training. We've been waiting for an opportunity like this. Got him. There we go. All right. Oh, there's two on the boat there. Fighting two of those at once might be something I want Martin for. But one at a time, they're no problem. Brother Martin's unconscious. Yeah. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I really did. Let's see it, boy. Ooh, got the stagger. Ah. Ooh. He's making me work for this. Kind of outplaying me, honestly. Brother Martin's unconscious again. He's probably fighting a skeleton somewhere that's just beating him up. Ah, I was too slow to block that one. Ooh, double stagger. That one got staggered to hell. Alright. Where is... Oh, okay. Here's the one that saw us earlier. From the ship. He had a long road to get here. Boom. Boom. Ooh, got the stagger. Boom. Hey. Oh, got us with the stagger there. Whoo. Yeah, our hand-to-hand is pretty decent. I feel like these guys are not too bad. And now that we can actually block for real, we have a lot more power. Did he fall down here? I think I hear the sounds of Martin combat. Martin! There you are. Here, I got you. He loses consciousness for the third time before I can get here. Hate to see it. Okay. Martin, maybe don't go picking fights you can't win, man. And thank God Martin can't die, or we definitely would have just lost a companion right there. It's just that easy to lose companions. I guess that's a ship we're not going to refit, but here's the one we will refit. So cool. So cool. Oh, oh. Sneaky. Sneak skill increase, and boom! Ooh, oh, baby. There we go. Oh, I missed my block. I was too slow. Got him with the stagger. He's done. Yeah, extra done. Okay, that's the Black Flag cabin. That's probably going to be a little tougher opponent, maybe, like the captain of the crew. That's my guess. Can we go in here? Is there anything down here to look at? Oh, this is... I was expecting this to be so much deeper. This is a puddle. Just a very wide puddle. Okay. There's a joke about Skyrim there. Okay. Well, let's go back up and go inside the Black Flag. It looks like we have some opponents to meet. I mean, and look at how many times we're blocking and how long these fights are going. And we're almost full health still. It's all coming together. We're getting better and better. Swear to God. Xander is on his way. At the rate things are going, maybe he'll hit 100 hand-to-hand and we can start using weapons somewhere around level 12 or so. Captain's quarters. What do we got? Okay. Ah, he saw us. Captain Dougal! Oh, Martin, you idiot. Don't get in the way. That's a pretty big skeleton. He's a little bigger than the other skeletons, I think. He looks marginally bigger. Nothing crazy. Even with Martin's health, he's not dropping too quick. Look at him. Oh, got me with the stagger, okay. It's pretty dark in here when Martin's not using magic. There it is. Is this a good weapon? No. Captain Dougal's Journal, Part 2? I've destroyed the last of the undead pirates and claimed Dunbarrow Cove as my own. The cavern and the hulk of the Black Flag are in terrible condition after hundreds of years underground. I should speak with Dahlia Rockham of the Clarabella. She will be able to assist me in hiring a crew to turn Dunbarrow Cove into a suitable base of operations. Really? Huh. Who knew? I'm finding it unlikely that anyone will be finding this journal, but if they do, know that here be written the last words of the great Captain Toradon ap Dugal, scourge of the Abyssian Sea, terror of the Gold Coast, cutthroat of the Hunding Bay, and Lord Captain of the Red Saber, the finest band of buccaneers and pirates e'er to sail the Tamriel. I do not have a good pirate accent. Much apologies. I ain't a man with much use for words. I ain't never been to no academies, and I ain't never wrote no books. Words ain't never earned me no gold, so they's worthless to me. That's why we have quartermasters and first mates. Thought I would be setting my last thoughts down here on paper, because I ain't got much time left here, and it's every old man's rights to have his words heard. Now, my business was fighting, sailing, and looting. I became a leader of sailing men, the most feared in history, or so they tells me. Now, before you be getting ahead of yourself, let me be warning you that me tale does not end well, as I'm sure you could see from wherever you found me rotten bones in this god's cursed cavern. I was born in a little town on the north coast of Skyrim called Dunbarrow. Okay, first off, how did this boat get in here? I just had that thought. How did this boat get in this cavern? Maybe the book will tell me. Me mother was a wench, and me father was a right bastard. The only thing that either of 'em never did right for me was doing me the favor of selling me off to a sea captain when I were 9. That captain, he taught me everything I'd ever need to know about sailing, and a few things about the rest too. You see, he were a smuggler, and he taught me all about smuggling and avoiding the Imperial Navy as he run the schooner route from Daggerfall to Bavek. Shame he were caught and hung. He was close to a daddy as this old pirate ever knew. Closer than that bastard sold me off everywhere, that's for sure. Okay. Part 2. After the captain were hung, I got around Hammerfell a lot. Fell in with a few crews here and there. Then after a time, got myself hired on as midshipman on Captain Calidus's rig. Of course, Calidus was a drunkard and a damn fool, ran his own ship aground at Anvil before we could get any real pirating done. So embarrassed were he that he drank himself to death in one of the piss-hole taverns of this flat little seawater town. So there I were in a backwater port when the war against the usurper broke out. I were out on hire with a rickety tub and her worthless rod of a captain when the Imperial Navy stole every pirate ship in port to go and fight their war. We was coming back into dock when we heard about it. Now only a fool doesn't bite when he smells blood in the water, and that captain of ours, he was going to hand his rudder over to the Navy. The rest of us, well, we didn't so much like that. We cut his throat and tossed his worthless carcass to the depths for Hermias Mora. That's definitely Hermias Mora. Sorry about that. To feast on. Because Hermias Mora is kind of like a Leviathan. I kind of dig that. The rest of us put Neil to this mud hole and broke for the nearest cove to lay low for a while. Now, the thing that I learned about war is that it's profitable for just about everyone except for the poor bastards that actually have to go and fight it. While the Navy were busy putting down the revolution, they were too busy to worry about a bunch of pirates running up and down the Gold Coast. And even better for us, the Navy was needing a stream of supplies up in High Rock to fight and didn't have the ships to escort them. In case you don't be knowing, cargo vessels without escort is a pirate's best friend. In just a couple of years, I had every buccaneer from here to Valenwood flying under me flag. We had dozens of ships and crew, and more men joined on every day. Soldiers and sailors, cast-offs from the war, escaped prisoners. They were the best cutthroats and sons of whores that a pirate captain could ever wish for. Brings a tear to me eye to think of them all. But even better than the men were the ships, captured Navy gunners, refitted privateer galleons. Even had a few of them Bosma ships with the funny living sails on my fleet. Funny living sails? What? The finest ship I saved for myself, the Black Flag. You'll find her rotten hull around here. She don't look much like much now, but I can tell you that in her day, there weren't no vessels she couldn't outrun. All these men and ships, we called ourselves the Red Saber. The merchant ships called us Death on the Seas. We got to be so feared that most crews just abandoned ship when they seen our flag on the horizon. With no navy to stop us, Captain Tordan ap Dugal and the Red Saber was known all over the East. Now, I ain't one to brag, but the Empire had a bounty on me of 40,000 coins. Woo! That's twice our worth. Of course, the poor bastards couldn't never collect on it, Anvil being the wretched den that it is. Anvil is like a really nice city now, but okay. And most sailors there worked for me anyhow. The Legion couldn't never get no one to give me up. I wish those days could have lasted forever. But you know how it is, friend. Ain't nothing good can last. And then the final one? Oh, there's 4. Oh, Jesus, this is a lot. But this is like the origins of our home, I guess. I ain't got much time left. Sure, we had plenty of food down here. It lasted for years, but all this time in the wet and the dark, I got something nasty growing in me. What a terrible way to die. Not on the end of an enemy's cutlass, but because of some damn sickness. Oof. No seafaring man should die like this. At least I could still hear the water. But I was telling the story of how I got mine, weren't I? I cursed the day that the Cameron usurper died at the war ended, because it was that day that Commodore Facile Umbernox turned his attention to the Red Saber. A couple of months after the war, that fat, pompous bastard decided to come down here to Anvil and take up port in my town, looking to break up the Red Saber. The Emperor gave him whatever he was asking for to campaign against us, despite the coffers being empty from the war in High Rock. When Umbernox couldn't get what he needed from my men in Anvil, he set out looking all over the Abyssinian Sea for the Black Flag. There are hundreds of islands in the Abyssinian, and he landed a crew on each one. He rooted out my men when he could find them, hung those who weren't willing to go peacefully, and jailed those who laid down their arms. No matter for many ships and many cost him, he kept coming with more and more. We could never get ahead of him, and we could never mount a counterattack. It took him 4 years and a hell of a lot of ships, but that sea rat finally tracked me down. It were me own fault anyway. If I had never made the mistake I made, he'd have died before he found me. But a man has to stand up for his mistakes, no matter if it cost him. Besides, ain't like I'll be fooling ye, since you're likely staring at me bones as you're reading this. He's kind of got a humor. Umbernox had his main force out of port following a lead that I planted. I set sail back to Anvil, hoping to catch him off guard, capture the boats he left behind, and fight him with his own ships in Anvil Bay. Ha! Can you imagine the look on his pig's face if it had worked? If it'd have worked, that's a word, except I don't think it is. I thought I'd finally get the horse and show his face in a proper fight. Should have known, but he had his men waiting for me. We fought like hell, but we were trapped in the bay. Navy men set the town on fire to keep us from fleeing into land. I'm sure that the fine citizens of Cyrano didn't weep for the torching of a town of thieves. Yikes! Anvil got wrecked! The main force of Imperial dogs held us until Umbernox showed up in his flagship. Umbernox fought me to the last ship, and in the end, the bay was filled with sunken and burning boats. If I weren't fighting for me life, I'd probably have thought it were beautiful. So the Black Flag and Umbernox's rickety tub were the only ones that were still floating and fighting when dawn came. So I did what any pirate with sense would do. I tried to run. Now understand, I'm a right bastard in me own way. I'm a pirate, a murderer, a thief, and I certainly ain't never believed in a fair fight. But there's a line and an unspoken code between sailor men, and Umbernox went too far. He had mages on his ship. Mages ain't never been allowed on my boats. They're no good, bad luck, and I don't trust them. Turns out I was right. I cut across the south side of the bay, along the huge cliff wall that used to be there. I had my helmsman stay as close as he could to the cursed cliff. I could hear those mages from the deck of Umbernox's ship yelling some nonsense into the wind. A few rocks fell onto my deck, a few more, and then the whole bloody cliff came crashing down on top of me. Now, don't you worry, I didn't die just then. The cliff collapsed around the ship, making this damn cavern. Better it just fell on us, but no. Sealed the Black Flag, her crew, and me under tons of rock. We were buggered. Okay, so it was an avalanche or whatever. Okay, interesting. Part 4, the final part. I've seen my own blood more times than I could ever count, but seeing the ragged mess that just come up out of me lungs just now is the only time I've ever been afraid of it. I guess I should be getting to the last bit of me story. Me and my crew were trapped down here, never to see the light again or some rot. We tried digging out, we tried blasting out, we tried calling to the Nines and the Dangerous Princes for help. Nothing worked. Some of the men went crazy when we figured out there were no getting out. Most of us just accepted what fate had dealt us. We had made the hulk of the Black Flag into the best home that we could and tried making a life of it down here. We had plenty of stores with us, and since most of the crew were killed in the fight, it was more than enough to go around. I will tell you, though, that you ain't known suffering until you ate nothing but hard rations for 20-some years. Holy shit, they lived that long down here? All the pain I ever caused anyone has been paid back to me tenfold and having to eat the same filth every day for the whole time I've been down here. Then Grim died off. Grim was the first, and one by one the boys had been dropping off. They all got the same sickness I ended up with. We buried him when we could, threw him in the water when we didn't have the strength to bury him. Finally, we just made him walk to the far side of the cavern a couple of days before the sickness ran its course. I'm the last, and I suppose that makes sense. The great Captain Dougal, defeated by Facile Umbernox and buried alive forever. I wonder what became of Anvil. Probably let it burn and swept the ashes into the sea. Umbernox probably went back to the Imperial City to pat himself on the back and be rewarded with lands and titles. Like I said way back at the beginning, I don't expect nobody to ever read this, but if by chance someone does find my carcass down here in this pit, do an old seaman a favor. Track down whatever descendants that fat old sack Umbernox may have and tell him that Torridon ap Dougal says hello. Huh. Alright. There's that. The origin of the black flag being down here in the coast. They put the flag up on the bridge. I guess if they were here for like 20 some years, they had time to make nice bridges like that. That makes sense. Okay, let's check out the black flag. So this is the great home you guys lived in, huh? 2 gold nuggets. Okay, that's where we came in. Black flag. It's still pretty messed up, guys. I'm not seeing much to be impressed about. I mean, I know it's like decrepit and ancient, but like, damn. Look at all this. Nada. Okay. Well, there it is, Dunbarrow Cove. And now I guess we can spend money to pretty her up or something, but... And I might do that just to have it. But I doubt I'll be here very often. Heavy doubt that I'll be here very often. I just don't see myself coming all the way down here. It's just so out of the way. It's a cool place, don't get me wrong, but it's so out of the way. It's insane how out of the way it is. Okay. Alright, Dagny's camp is north. Let's just go northeast and make our way very slowly but surely to Skingrad, just like our plan was all along. And let's at least make some progress today, huh? Checking the time, we got about 10-15 minutes left. I could do, but you know what? I'll save you guys the time. I'll catch up to like Gottshall Inn and maybe like go around Kvatch the back way here, and then yeah, when we come back, we'll get straight to exploring the good stuff and seeing everything between Kvatch and Skingrad from here in this square right here that I just traced out for you. We should be able to see it all. So, that's where we'll pick up next time. This was a nice little reading session for a lot of it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, consider giving the video a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. If not, no hard feelings, and I will see all of you next time.